He was sitting in a cafe, nothing unusual, just another ordinary afternoon, and then, without warning, it hit. His chest tightened, his breath shortened, his heart raced as if it wanted to escape his body. He thought he was dying. That was his first panic attack. At first, he didn't understand. How could something so terrifying come out of nowhere? One moment he was fine, the next he was drowning in fear. His hands trembled, his vision blurred, his mind screamed, "This is the end." Have you ever felt that sudden wave, that invisible force that convinces you something terrible is happening, even when nothing is wrong? The attacks returned. At work, in the supermarket, even at home. Each time, the same crushing fear. He tried to explain it, but how do you describe something invisible? Friends said, it's just stress. Family said, calm down. But inside, he knew it was more. Panic attacks are not simple nerves. They are storms that hijack the body and mind. He became afraid of fear itself. He avoided places where attacks had happened. He stopped going out alone. He lived in constant anticipation. What if it happens again? Isn't it cruel how panic doesn't just strike in the moment, it lingers, shaping every decision, every thought, every day? The symptoms were overwhelming, heart pounding like a drum, chest pain so sharp it felt like a heart attack, breath so shallow it felt like suffocation, dizziness, sweating, trembling, and the worst part, the thought that he was losing control, that he was going crazy. Doctors ruled out physical illness, tests came back normal, but the attacks continued. He realized this wasn't about his body, it was about his mind. Panic attacks were his brain's false alarm, convincing him of danger when none existed. He tried to fight them. He told himself to stay calm, but the fear grew louder. He tried to ignore them, but his body betrayed him. He tried to escape, but panic followed. Isn't it strange how the harder we resist, the stronger fear becomes? One night, after yet another attack, he whispered, "I can't live like this anymore." That moment of surrender became the turning point. He began to learn. He discovered that panic attacks are common, that millions experience them, that he wasn't alone, and most importantly, that they can be understood, managed, and overcome. He started small, breathing deeply when the wave hit, naming the sensations instead of fearing them. This is panic, not death. Writing down triggers, noticing patterns. Practicing mindfulness, grounding himself in the present. Each step felt impossible, but each step was progress. Slowly, the attacks lost their power. They didn't disappear overnight, but he learned to ride the wave instead of drowning in it. He realized that panic attacks thrive in silence, but weaken when faced with knowledge and action. The journey wasn't perfect. There were setbacks, nights of fear, moments of retreat. But he kept moving. He discovered tools, strategies, and guidance that helped him reclaim his life. And here's the truth. He found a path to control anxiety and overcome fear. That path is available to you too. The guide How to Control Anxiety and Overcome Fear is in the description and in the comments. It's not magic, but it can be the beginning of your own transformation. Looking back, he realized panic attacks didn't define him. They tested him. They showed him the strength he didn't know he had. They taught him that freedom isn't the absence of fear, but the courage to face it. And now, as you finish this story, remember, panic may feel unstoppable, but peace is possible. True freedom begins in the mind, and only then appears in life.